Hi, Stephen K. Peeples here with KHTS AM 1220 News, and I'm joined by Cary Quashen, Bob Sharits, and Alex Urbina from the new Action Academy.
That's
which is
what it is, huh?
Yeah. The new school in town. So can you give us a nutshell, Cary, about what Action Academy is all about?
You know, it's been a dream of ours for many, many years to open up some kind of an academy, some kind of a school, because that's really the piece, Stephen, that's missing. I mean, we have the residential treatment centers, we have the intensive outpatient programs, we have the support groups, but so many of these kids, and here's what I hear all the time, is everyone I know is using. And that doesn't mean that every kid is using, but that means that when we're dealing with kids that have been using drugs for any period of time, that's all they hang out with.
Right. Well, and you know, after they get out of rehab, they go back into the same environment.
Right.
If they have the same set of friends and the same peer pressure, it's, you know, so that's what the Action Academy is supposed to provide, is an alternative to that.
An alternative to that, but also you can't take these kids, okay, even if they haven't been in rehab, they want to get sober. You say, okay, get sober, stay away from all your friends, and what? Now what? What do they do, lock themselves in the house in a bubble? You can't do that. So we want to take these kids, put them in a safe environment, in a school where they can do some learning, get all the counseling that they need, plus have this major positive support with the kids that used to get them in trouble. These are the kids now that they want to hang out with, but they're sober.
Right.
So what a change when it comes to peer pressure, huh?
Now, Bob, how do you factor into this? I mean, you're working in the trenches every day with young people who are fighting addiction, and this is, I know that you think that this is a huge gap that needs to be filled.
Well, just like Cary said, it is. It's the piece that's been missing. You know, like you said, I work with the kids at the outpatient program all the time, and a lot of it will be the same kids, because you know, we tend to see a lot of the same kids over and over in different programs. And so what we want to create, and what we are creating, is a comprehensive program that will include their schooling, really what's going to be just like an intensive outpatient program, the therapeutic curriculum that's inside of an intensive outpatient program included in the school, and use that positive peer pressure, like Cary said, to so that them and their friends can be really leaders in a community of people who used to do drugs, to say it's not cool to do that anymore.
You know what's really exciting too is we actually, how cool is it that a school district is stepping up to the plate?
Well, that was my next question, is, you know, how did the Hart district get involved, and to have their imprimatur is really a great thing.
Well, we have, what a wonderful school district we have, huh, guys? I mean, you got Kathy and Rob Shalimar and all those people that really want to make a difference. And I started talking about a sober high school, and Kathy said, hey, we need a sober school. So I think this is probably one of the first that there is. I mean, there's sober schools, don't get me wrong, but we're a school district and a drug treatment center partner together to help young kids, children, young adults.
Well, it's certainly the first in the Santa Clarita Valley.
It certainly is, yes.
There's definitely a need for it here.
And it's not just high school.
Yes, it's junior high school. That's important. It's 7 through 12, not like 9 through 12.
Well, and we all know,
because you got to get the kids at that age. Otherwise, you've already lost them by the time they get to high school.
Most kids start using at the ages of 12, 13, 14. So they're starting in junior high school. We want to get them right when they start.
Right.
So
we're getting kids now. You know that. We're getting one from 9, but we're getting kids that are 12 to 14 that are in major crisis. So we got to step it up a little bit, and this is a great step to step it up.
Well, Alex, I wanted to ask you a little bit about the curriculum. You know, what is going to be offered here. It's going to be obviously pretty much patterned after the Hart District curriculum, so it'll be you know, sanctioned by the state, county officials, and federal officials, and so forth. So, tell us a little bit about the curriculum that's going to be available at the Action Academy.
I think what's going to be the most profound experience in this curriculum is creating that safe space for the kids to self-express themselves. I think that kids are holding and bottling in so much stress and anxiety and all the other stuff that they're dealing with in their household or just in life in general, and the pressures that life puts on them. It's a safe outlet for kids to just express and get it off their chest. And I think that's the healing that Cary's looking for, and being the front end, the proactive part of it. Just let them, the kids want to be heard, they need to be heard. And so that's part of our curriculum along with the school.
And the curriculum for the school is the same thing that their Heart at Home is doing,
That's
right?
right.
It's the, what's it called?
Apex curriculum.
Exactly.
So it's A through G. It's the same. It's exactly the same curriculum that the Hart District is already using at their Heart at Home program.
Right, that's
So-
good, that's good.
Right.
Well, I can tell you by personal family experience that it's quite valuable to have something like that to focus on in recovery. And, you know, the time spent on getting loaded is now time spent on studying and
Exactly.
furthering your career ambitions.
And it's just like we do, Stephen, in our residentials. We have set up a school room there,
Mhm.
because these are the kids, they don't go to school. Forget continuation, forget independent, they don't do anything. So we get them, we put them in a classroom where they have to sit for hours, which they normally don't do. Then they come out, and we don't want to throw them right back into the mainstream. We want them to slowly get back there. But our goal is not to keep these kids in a bubble, to get them strong enough
Right.
with themselves to be able to walk into anywhere and say, no, I don't do that anymore.
That's really the key, is to give them the inner strength to be able to handle any situation that life throws at them, whether it's
Mhm.
being confronted with a party where everybody's drinking, or
Right.
just making the right decision.
Right.
It's very important in character development also.
But they have to have the tools.
Yeah,
And they gotta have the power, and they have to have the self-will of wanting to stay sober. And that's, the longer we can keep them involved in stuff, and the more we can get them involved in things like this, the better shot they got.
now how many students do we have, or do you have in the inaugural semester?
That's
shall
an
we
Alex
say?
question.
We'll start off with 12, and we're looking probably to max out at about 20.
Okay.
And I think once we hit 20, that'll be a good problem to have, because we'll get to figure out how to reinvent ourselves.
Right.
And figure out how to get bigger.
Sure. How do we
Get
grow?
more people
How do we
there.
grow?
And who are the first instructors going to be?
Well, I'll be overlooking the facility, and Bob has a couple of different counselors that are going to be here and be in partnership,
Okay.
and just the therapeutic work.
And academically speaking, though, who's going to be teaching?
We have a teacher. We have a teacher coming in from the
English,
Hart.
math, science, whatever,
Yeah, her
right?
name is Kelly Abbott, and she's currently working at the Learning Post. She runs the Learning Post, which is part of Hart District
Right.
as well, part-time over there, and so she'll be offsetting that.
But
with
she's gonna be here every day.
She will be
Which
here
is
every
very
day.
exciting.
Yeah.
So we're thrilled about this.
That's excellent. You're going to have kids basically from 7 through 12 in the same room?
Right, and if we feel that we need to separate them, then that's what we'll do. I mean, we have the option here to do it anyway. Whatever they dictate, we will do.
Now, how does one participate in the sober school if they're not involved in the action program? If it's just somebody wants to
One of two ways. They can call the Hart School District and ask for Kathy Hunter, and she can hook it up, or they can call here directly and speak to Alex, and he can hook it up.
Okay, yeah, Kathy's the Director of Student Services for
Yes.
the William S. Hart Union High School District here in Santa Clarita Valley.
And one of our heroes.
Yes, yes, she's been very proactive in the last few years as the whole community has joined together to
Yes.
fight the heroin and opiate problem that
She stepped
hit
into
us hard.
that position, and wow, what a difference she's made.
Yeah. Now, we're starting off a new year here. What do you think the impact of the school is going to be? It's going to take probably a couple of semesters to evaluate that, but you know, what's your sense of the contribution that this is going to make to the community?
I think it's already making a contribution. We haven't even started yet.
Yeah.
There's so many people that are excited about that. I mean, both parents, of course, kids and school personnel, and even sheriff's departments. So everybody's really looking forward to this. And like Alex said, we have 12 kids already. We haven't even, I mean, the door's not open for 2.5 more weeks, but we have 12 kids that are very much excited and waiting to come to the
Now,
school.
are all of those kids involved in the action program in some way or another, or just some are? Or?
Actually, I think less than half is.
Yeah, more.
Okay.
The majority have been referred by other schools
Okay.
through a variety of different circumstances. It is a voluntary school. So there's no contract that says you have to be here, nobody's forced to be here, it's all voluntary. Alex and I primarily have been doing the sign-up process the last couple of weeks, and every one of the kids who walks through the door, on some level personally, is very excited about having this change in their life, so. But again, it's voluntary, they want to do it.
But you
They
gotta
don't have
remember,
to.
kids wanna do good.
That's it, you know.
They
if it-
really do, but problem is they don't know how.
Right.
Or there's fear, as we were talking earlier. So we're giving them a place now where it's okay to do good.
And as you said before, the tools that they need to, you know,
Exactly.
to deal with,
Right.
with whatever they need to deal with.
Right.
Now, the hours, days of the school are gonna be what?
8:30 to 3, 8 or 8:30?
8:30 to
8:30, 8:30 to 3.
Trying to get Alex, you
Right?
wanna wake him up
See,
earlier, is that what you're?
8:30 to 3:30, Monday through Thursday, but the doors will be open later than that. We're gonna give them an opportunity to stay and do homework here or take it home. So really, it's 8:30 to 4:30. We're gonna give them an hour extra at the end if they wanna stay and do homework, if they wanna take it home.
I was gonna ask, will there be homework opportunities after the classes with tutors maybe, peer tutors, action
We got
volunteers?
We have a lot of, Alex can speak up to that, but we have a lot of people wanting to volunteer.
Oh, absolutely. I get calls 2 or 3 times a week.
Great.
People want to make a difference just from the community, so.
Excellent. Well, you know, the ones who can bring their expertise and pass it on to the kids and you know, give them something to look forward to as far as examples to follow. That's going to be a good thing.
And it's a lot, like Alex was saying earlier, it's a lot more than just curriculum. We're gonna have the Remo drums people come in, they're gonna do some kind of music therapy. We're gonna have yoga classes, I mean, you name it, we're gonna try to put as much as we can into a day so that these kids feel empowered when they leave.
That's pretty important. That's mission critical. Anything else you'd like to share with the community about Action Academy and how it's going to work and
Gentlemen?
who's going to be doing it? What you expect to have result from it?
Well, Action Foundation and Action Family Counseling already have an incredible staff of counselors. You know, us coupling with the Hart District, who are going to provide an excellent teacher here. We think that marriage is going to be a unique, opportunity for kids who really, really need it to grow, empower themselves, and start to have a life that is much more than they're living currently. You know, so we hope that everybody in the community supports this thing, and we would love anybody who wants to volunteer or be a part of it to give us a call and get on board with it, certainly.
Now, the Action Family Zone and the school Action Family Zone is part of the nonprofit, so
Right.
that people can donate
Absolutely.
funds that would
Sure
go
would
to the
appreciate it.
school or to the
Right.
foundation's counseling efforts.
Yes, it would go
And-
directly to either, like you said, the school, the experience, or the foundation.
Right.
So we're doing lots of stuff, and I do want to say, these are great kids. They're just making horrible decisions sometimes, and our job, we can help them make great decisions, everybody wins.
Right, yeah, it's a win all the way
It's a
around.
win all the way around.
And if anybody's interested in either donating time or money or anything else to the Action Family Foundation, they can go to actionfamily.org. That's the website for the foundation, actionfamily.org. And you can get all the information about the school and other stuff that the foundation is doing.
Fantastic. Well, appreciate your time, gentlemen, and best of luck for the opening of the school, and we'll check in with you after the first semester and see how it went.
January 13th, that's
January
opening day.
13th is opening day.
Very exciting.
Very good, very good. Stephen K. Peeples, KHTS AM 1220 News, signing off.